In John chapter 14, it's real interesting. You know, this is Jesus talking in John chapter 14. And I just want to read this. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. And a lot of people have got troubled hearts today. There's so many things, you know, just paying the bills and then dealing with all the pressures of life get your heart troubled. And I'm not talking about necessarily a cardiology type heart problems, but I'm not going to exclude that. You know, instead of going to God's house or going to the Lord in prayer, people go down to the courthouse and they get all worked up and pay all these lawyers and all this kind of stuff. What they need to do is, you know, read the Bible, and they don't need to have all that other stuff, you know, because you don't need it. But if you just read Jesus Christ, it's in the New Testament, Jesus Christ. You know, you don't have to believe in it, but I mean, I recommend Jesus Christ. But it said, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go prepare a place for you. If I go prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you will be also. And whither I, you know, and the way you know. Then Thomas said unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? And Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Now, Jesus, I mean, he said he was the way, the truth, and the life. You know, I've always accepted that, but a lot of people, they don't expect, you know, this one lady told me, she said, I don't see how someone dying, claiming to come back from the dead 2,000 years ago, can have any effect on what I'm doing here today. Well, I think about all the, you know, Jesus is the answer to a lot of problems. If we could live by him, we're going to live by somebody's principles, whether you think them up or somebody else, whether it's the government or the Masons or the Eagles or, you know, Illuminati or John Birch Society, the ACLU, or, you know, the Republican, Democrat, or Libertarian Party. You know, somebody's thinking of them. There's nothing new under the sun, according to the book of Ecclesiastes. So, I mean, they just, you know, people are all the time making different rules and regulations about this, that, and the other. I say study, you know, I'm just saying study, look at the life of Jesus. And Jesus said, if you've known me, this is in John 14, you should have known my Father also. And from henceforth ye know him and have seen him. And Philip said unto him, show us the Father, and it sufficeth. And Jesus said unto him, have I been with you, and yet thou hast not known me, Philip? And he hath seen me, has seen the Father. And how sayest thou unto them, show us the Father? Believest thou not that I am the Father, and the Father in me? And the words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth, he doeth the works. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe for the very work's sake. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go to my Father. Now, Jesus was real close to God the Father, according to the Bible. God the Father, you know, he prayed to God the Father. I mean, if you ever watch that Mel Gibson movie, The Passion of Christ, I mean, I'm going to go in and watch a little bit of it. I mean, it's in the ancient dialect, and a lot of people don't like Mel Gibson, but I like him. He's got a lot of good movies like We Are Soldiers and Patriot and Braveheart. Braveheart's a good movie. It's got a lot of good. He teaches you about, how mean the King of England was, and how brave the Scottish people were, and the Scottish warriors, and deciding about Scotland, and all that stuff plays out. Kingdoms and the kingdoms of this world, and humans, and all that sort of thing. They had in Bible days, Saul was a king of Israel, and people rejected him, and David was king, and he had problems with Bathsheba. It just traces back. It goes back, problems. Anytime you got people, and when the women come in there, they've been causing men problems ever since the Garden of Eden. Of course, women are your big gossipers. They got these big tongues, and they like to wag them and tell things, and tell about other people's sins and stuff. They just need to be quiet. It'd be good for a lot of these women to just shut up, not say anything. That's the reason why. And that's, be quiet. Now, in verse 13, John chapter 14, and whosoever shall ask, and whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, I will do it, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. And if you ask anything in my name, I will do it. If you love me, keep my commandments. Wow, what a thing there. I don't know. There's things I prayed for I never got in life. Of course, I came a long way. I didn't start. I don't have any white privilege. All you people thinks everybody's a white man's got privilege. I never knew my biological father, and didn't learn to read, know the alphabet for months of the year until I was in my early 20s. And then I started buying books. I got too many books now. But I always have liked to read. And my first wife, when she went to heaven, she bought me a book and told me to read it. I bought other books since then, but sometimes I don't have the ability to sit and read like I want to. But Paul read, Jesus read, the Jews read. Reading's a good activity. And books may become obsolete, I don't know. But anyway, as far as asking in the name of, and I'll do it, if you ask anything in my name, well, I guess that verse is not bearing witness with me in all ways, because I asked to be a biological father, and that never happened. That's when my heart aches. People don't understand that unless they've been through it. Pretty soon I won't be around, and that'll be all right. I'll be on the other side. And I just won't fool with any of you people. Some of you won't. You're not going to make it. I'm pretty sure of that, because you're mean. You're not nice. And eating crackers is good for you. So I can say anything I want to. I got free speech.